sponsors.
Hello and welcome to the Total Holistic Live Show with your host, Dr. Anya Temer. Conversations about digging deep to find the root cause of chronic pain, illness, using the latest scientific cutting-edge technology to promote health, wellness, and anti-aging. You could find us on our website, totalholisticcenter.com. Join us for our shows and call in with any questions you have at 888-565-1470. And now, let's get on with the show. Hello. Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? This is Dr. Anya Temer, your host for today with Total Holistic Live Show. I was just talking to my friends here on Facebook Live and asking them, how's your stress level? It's been pretty crazy roller coaster in the past couple of months and past year, actually, right? But now that we were thinking, okay, 2021 is coming, it's all gonna get better. We were waiting for that new year. And then more roller coaster rides, right? So how's your stress level? I'm curious. Today, we will be talking about a very important topic. And if I would number it, 1, 2, 3, the most highest amount of people that come to us, they come for chronic pain. So this is number 1. And the other 2, the second and third, they kind of split in half. People come for chronic anxiety, severe debilitating anxiety, and they come for sleep issues. Sleep issues are huge. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight, sleep. If you're somebody, or if you know somebody who suffers from sleep issues, if you can't fall asleep, or you're waking up in the middle of the night, or you have trouble waking up in the morning, you're all groggy and tired and don't have any energy, even if you sleep for 8, 9, 8, 10, 11, 12 hours, sometimes that's the case too. Those are all issues that we'd like to get to the root cause of. And here in Total Holistic Life Show, what we do is we look at things a little differently. I am a medical doctor, but I practice holistically. I look at things in a more natural way. I look for root causes of health issues, and then I try to dig with my clients and my patients. I put in my holistic detective hat on, and I try to find ways of figuring out what is actually causing the issue in the first place. So we're not just covering up the symptoms. In medical system, unfortunately, we got in a habit in our society of just get a quick fix, get a pill, take a sleeping pill, take an anti-anxiety medication, and it's it. Go move forward with your life. Yes, those are needed sometimes. Those are valid. Absolutely, it's sometimes needed so much, especially when nothing else is working. But my philosophy on health and wellness is that let's try other things first. Let's try things that are more natural, that are easier on the body, that have less side effects, and that are actually going to help you feel better overall, improve your health overall, improve your well-being, happiness level, and just improve your level of life and your joy and happiness and pleasure in life so that you're able to live fully, enjoy your life, get out of bed in the morning with purpose. It's not just about treating a symptom. It's about creating a life that you really love, that you love to live, that you don't want to escape from, you don't want to run away from. That takes work, right? It's very easy to pop a pill and hope that everything will get back to normal. But it's harder, and it takes more steps. It takes more commitment, more dedication to actually create changes over time that influence your entire health and your entire life. And not everybody is ready for that. And I'll tell you right away that not everybody is ready for that. But some people are. And especially, unfortunately, most people who are ready to make those changes are the ones who suffered the most for the longest time. And they already tried everything. They already went to multiple doctors. They already tried different solutions. They tried different medications, and nothing is working, and their quality of life suffers. In Total Holistic Center, we take individualized approach because each of us is human. Each of us is different. Each of us is an individual. We all have different fingerprints. The same way we have a different life, we have a different story, we have different history, we have a different genetic components, we have different mindset, we have different chemistry. So why do we do the same thing to everybody? Just had to take a drink of water. In Total Holistic Center, we first of all assess you on an individualized basis. Number one, from the diagnostic perspective, from the lab testing, bionutritional lab testing that goes much deeper than the lab work that we're so used to getting on our annual physicals. And this is something we'll be addressing here. So let's talk about a component, because we were starting to talk about sleep. And if you're watching me on Facebook Live, please feel free to send me any questions you have. And if you want to call in to a live radio show right here, call us 888-565-1470. That's 888-565-1470, and I'll be happy to answer your questions live. So we're talking about sleep. What is the physical aspect of sleep that we could kind of troubleshoot? And these are the first things that always come to my mind, but those are not the first things that are addressed usually when that becomes an issue. We somehow forget about it, and our medical system forgets about it. When we do regular lab work on a yearly basis, we check for a handful of vitamins, minerals, things that our body needs. But our physical body is literally made out of components that then our body uses to create different metabolic processes. So for example, vitamins, antioxidants, fatty acids, minerals, amino acids, all of those things are vital for our body to be able to function properly, for our immune system to be able to function properly, for our hormone system to be able to function properly. Because what are our hormones made out of? All those things that I just told you about. And if something is missing, it's like we're building a foundation for a house, and then we come to the place where we want to build a house, and there's no construction materials, or the main one is missing. How strong is that foundation going to be? Not so strong. If we go ahead and say, whatever, we don't need that, and we just keep building, then any stressor that comes in from the outside will knock that house down. And that's a metaphor for how our body functions as well. And if we don't have proper components to create, for example, hormones. Hormones are so important for sleep because we're literally, we have a kind of a hump and a dip in our hormones when we go to sleep, and then we're supposed to wake up. And if there's imbalance in there, then we're not going to get a good quality sleep. We're going to be up when we're supposed to be sleeping, and we're going to be wanting to sleep when we're supposed to be up. Does that sound familiar? So first things that we do in Total Holistic Center is we look at your deficiencies, but not the handful of them, complete panel. Everything that your body needs for full metabolic activity. And then we see what is missing and we start working on that. We introduce good quality supplements first because that's very important to get you up to speed and get your levels high enough. Sometimes we even use injectables or IV vitamins because that goes straight into your bloodstream and it's much more readily accepted by your body. Or just regular oral supplements, but very high quality so that it's not just passing through you, it actually gets digested properly. Another thing that we do is use herbal medicines. Those are my favorite because those are created by nature specifically for us. And herbals and botanicals is something I love because it feels so good. It feels so nurturing to find something in nature that really helps work with our body. So instead of popping a pill of a sleep medication right away, why don't we go and try some natural, gentle herbs? Why don't we drink some tea, some herbal tea before going to sleep? Or if that's too light, then we need something stronger, some tinctures or some capsules. And that works too. And a lot of the times, there's issues of falling asleep. And that is actually has to do with the fight or flight response. And that's something that actually our mind and nervous system is involved with. Because I'll give you an example. Thousands of years ago when we were living in caves, we had to outrun tigers and animals in order to survive. So our body created this sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic response is that fight and flight response where you need to outrun that tiger. It's life or death. So what happens in that moment? There's no time to relax. Your stress hormones go up, your adrenaline, cortisol, everything pumps into your body. Your heart rate goes up. Your mind is very sharp and clear and keeps going really, really, really quickly so that you could come up with a way to outrun that tiger. However, thousands of years ago, you would hopefully either you die or you outrun the tiger and you come back to your cave and now you're safe and you don't have anything else to worry about. And now the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the relax and digest system, kicks in, and now your body is able to relax. The vital components are brought in for your digestive system. Blood doesn't need to go into your arms and legs. Your brain could come down, your nervous system could come down, and you could relax. And you could easily fall asleep. But what happens now in our society, especially in 2020 and 2021? It feels like we're outrunning the tiger all day, every day. Because we're constantly bombarded with media and fear messaging and news from all over the place and, just fear factor. Uncertainty, not knowing what's going to be tomorrow. And that's the worst for us as humans. We feel very, very unstable when we're uncertain. And this is the time that's probably the most uncertain than it's been in decades. So what happens in our body? Our sympathetic system, which is fight or flight, is constantly on. And when we're lying in our beds, what is supposed to be our comfortable, warm, safe space, however, we're still running loops in our mind and our fight or flight response is still turned on. We cannot fall asleep like that. And there are ways to work with it and there are ways to treat it and get better. So let's take a commercial break And after we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this. And you could call us in live, 888-565-1470. And you could find Total Holistic Center at totalholisticcenter.com. And we'll be back after a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Are your health issues stopping you from living the life you've imagined? Are you unable to do the things you want to do due to chronic pain or chronic health issues? Have you seen many doctors, taken multiple medications, but are still suffering? Or are you simply looking for ways to boost your immune system and live a long and healthy life? Total Holistic Center is the solution you've been looking for. We provide you with out-of-the-box, cutting-edge scientific technologies for true health, wellness, and anti-aging via phone, in-person, or virtual video consultations. Some of our services include total wellness consultations, where we dig deeper into underlying root causes of chronic health issues, and personalized 360 wellness protocols customized specifically just for you based on your individualized biomarkers. Visit us at www.totalholisticcenter.com or call us at 561-323-4994.
565-1470. If you have any questions, please call the Total Holistic Wellness team at 561-323-4994. And now on with the show.
All right, we're back. That commercial was a little strange. We'll have to fix it. The right phone number that just went in the commercial for Total Holistic Center is 561-323-4994. And if you're looking to have a free clarity session where we could answer any of your questions to which services, which lab testing, and what you need to do to start getting on your path to health, you could call us and schedule that in. So we're talking about sleep. And I have here people on Facebook Live. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. So we talked about fight and flight response. And what do you do with that? If that's you, if you find yourself lying there in your bed and you just can't turn off your brain, that's to me a sign that you're in fight and flight response. And in Total Holistic Center, our 360 approach is that we're not just looking at your body. Yes, we are. We're looking at your bionutritional testing. We're looking at your previous lab testing. We're looking at your medical history, at your medications, at your supplements. But we're also looking at your mind. We look at your emotions, all the different areas of your life, your environment, toxins, everything, your 360 approach, the energy that's within your body, the energetic aspect of you as a spiritual human being. So if you're lying there, one of the easiest ways to connect to our relaxation response is to bring our attention back to our breath. That's one of the simplest ways to do that, because our breath is something that's constant, that's there for us. And it's, if you really think about it, it's such an abundant blessing. We never really worry, am I gonna have enough air if I take my next breath? Am I gonna be able to get enough oxygen, or if I'm gonna suffocate, God forbid? Because it's always available to us. So if we shift for a second our perspective and our mindset from our problems of the day, what went wrong, what could have gone better in the future, the uncertainty, all of that, and all of a sudden you shift your attention to what's happening now, your breath, the air around you, and you start taking deep breaths, and you start also paying attention to your body. How does your body feel on your bed? Your arms, your legs, your back. Is it cool? Is it warm? Is it comfortable? Is it uncomfortable? Is there anything hurting? And also start paying attention to the abundance and the good things that are happening and that you have in front of you. Instead of looking at what's fearful, what's lacking, what's not there, what might happen, now we start thinking about, okay, I'm here in this physical space with 4 walls, hopefully, or how many walls you have, with the ceiling and the floor. I'm not going anywhere. I'm physically safe. Also, what do I have right now that's constant? I have my body, I have my vision, I have my arms, I have my hearing, I have my heart that's beating completely free for my own enjoyment and my own life. Hopefully I have some loved ones, or I have a pet, or I have my parents, or I have my children. And even if there's something going on that's very traumatic and dramatic in your life, there's always something that you could find to focus on that you could be grateful for. Always. Even if you have to really dig deep. So if you lie there and you just switch your mind to that, what can I be grateful for? What is going well? And you could also think of the simplest things. I have running water. I have a bathroom. Some people don't even have that. I have hot water. I have heat. Right now in this snowy days and cold days, it's so important. Or I have this warm blanket. I have enough food in my fridge. And just focusing on that is so important. Then also what you can do is, this is what we do in Total Holistic Center. We coach you through these steps, through your mindset aspects. It's not just physiological response of what's going on with your labs, with your hormones, with your deficiencies, toxicities, which we look at, but also how's your mind working? How's your nervous system overworking itself? What can we shift in your thought patterns? What kind of tools can we give you in order to align those thought patterns so that it gives your body that signal of, okay, I'm relaxed, I could heal, I could start feeling better. So 360 approach in Total Holistic Center is really strongly pointed to taking care of all these areas together and not leaving anything out. And one of the biggest things that we could focus on with sleep is also this technology that's all over us. We're constantly being bombarded with the blue light of the TVs and the computers and the phones. So there's ways and tools to deal with that. There's ways to set yourself up with your environment where you completely feel more relaxed, more safe, more taken care of. There's herbs and supplements that we can start working on in order to introduce more help to your sleep. Another big aspect of it is health of your endocannabinoid system. And in Total Holistic Center, we do cannabinoid therapy, which is amazing for things like sleeping issues, anxiety, chronic pain, digestive issues. It actually gives your body that signal to be able to relax. And it's not necessarily about getting high, quote unquote, but it's about using it medicinally to really help relieve your symptoms. We use CBD as well as some THC products from the dispensaries in order to help our patients. I've been doing this type of cannabinoid therapy with my patients since it got legalized close to, is it 5 years? 4 years, a little over 4 years. And the results I've seen are absolutely tremendous. And it's an herb, it's a living plant, which I absolutely love. And so that's another potent tool that you could use when working with your sleep issues. Do you guys have any questions? Feel free to call us to our office. Schedule your clarity consultation. It's 561-323-4994, and go visit our website, totalholisticcenter.com. We're also on Facebook. You could watch us there live right now. And we have a couple minutes left, right? No? How many minutes do we have?
Like 1.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're almost done. Yes. So the main thing I want to tell you is that I want to give you hope for the fact that you could get yourself back to healthy. I want to give you hope that there are still things that you could do. If you just experience the regular medical approach, there's so many things there that you haven't tried yet. Give it a chance. Let's turn to nature. Let's turn to more natural solutions. Let's work on your lifestyle. Let's work on your mindset. Let's work on what you're putting in your body and what you're surrounding yourself with. And yes, it does require some work, but if you're up for it, you could see tremendous changes. I'm so excited to share this with you and help you. Please call us once again, 561-323-4994, and I will speak for you next time. Have a good evening. Listening to Total Holistic Life Show with your host, Dr. Anya Temer. Join us each week for more conversations about digging deep to find the root cause of chronic illness and latest scientific cutting-edge technology to promote health, wellness, and anti-aging. You could follow us at totalholisticcenter.com. If you have any questions, call us directly at 561-323-4994.